outlook of other um, potential investments that you could dive into. We also have a trading question channel where if you have any questions regarding, how to execute trades, or where should your stop loss be, where your exit strategy should be. This is the channel where you will go to, and you could conversate with other members, about their trading strategies, and people could ping pong off each other's ideas and advices and opinions, and you can make your own valuable opinion off that. We also have a trading strategy channel where this is just basically information that you could find online, but we made it as a resource bank for our members, for those who are new, or for those who are willing to know uh, uh, more information about how to trade options for beginners. Um, as well, we are an encouraging community that values people's success, that values our member success. Um, and we encourage our members to post their success as we are all cultivating um, this journey. So as you can see, people are very positive about getting games. Like it's an incredible feeling when you have a community that is thriving off each other. We're trying to uplift each other in every single aspect, and especially the financial aspect of it. So I encourage users to dive in into this channel, and post your success. Let's show the community that you're catching the drift, you're engaging, and you're looking forward to motivate other people by obviously showing um, your stock success. Moving forward, we have a channel for users who are new to trading on Robinhood. There's other brokers out there, but particularly my main focus is on the Robinhood application. I've been mastering that for quite a year, and I just feel more comfortable. It's very user friendly, and from the experience that I've been having with them, it's been going well. Don't quote me wrong on it. Other people think otherwise, but for right now, Robinhood has been my bread and butter. So I had to throw some information up in our server so you guys could get acquainted with that. Not just that, but we also have a resource hub for stock terms that you will see very often within our chat. So get yourself familiar with these terminologies, so that way you won't get lost. You won't get lost in the sauce. And in addition, we also have a terminology directory where you could, look up, very popular and very useful information about trading options. Like what are these gammas? These gammas is very important for people to execute, their trade options. The IV, the implied volatility. The estimated underlying stock future, as predicted. This is a very important tool. This is something I use very often when I'm in a direction of executing a trade option. So look into that, when you have the opportunity. Not just that, but we also have StockBot, which is our automated bot for your convenience for information. So, once you get yourself acquainted with this channel, be sure to see the commands that we have in place so that you could, work efficiently when investigating certain underlying stocks. For instance, so let's see how Zoom is doing today. You want to see it real quick, try Zoom, right? So you do bank price and then the ticket, and the information will come up, right? So price right now is 208. All right, oh, you know what? I would like to see the chart. So to provide that information, you put bank chart Zoom and bang. It's automated to you directly. So you can also use this for terms. You could also use this to see how the market is doing after hours, the volume, and it's a very useful tool. And I'm hoping for our community members to use this as efficient as possible. As I said before, we're under construction for our forex trading members. I'm trying to focus on a lot of investment tools to increase your daily profit in every way, shape, or form. So for those who are into um, forex trading, from my understanding, is definitely a crowd pleaser, and just be on the lookout for information in this category. For those who are into reselling items, reselling sneakers, any like miscellaneous things that they have that will put on eBay or OfferUp, this category is particular for them. Obviously, like I said before, we are a community that encourage others to put out their information, and it becomes a valuable asset for everyone. Look, for instance, look at this a member. He posted up his success in reselling Amazon products. He has done a great job since his beginning. So we encourage this. We encourage this fully, because we want all of our members to feel like winners, right? So we put this in place for that in particular. Being a lookout for our financial advisement category. Here you will be able to see news regarding any financial category, retirement, 401 plan, 401k plans, uh, Robinhood, 1090. These are our taxes that Robinhood sends out every year. So these are information that you can tap into. Obviously, a general question. Channel for people to ask questions regarding financial advisement. We also have stock education, where we'll be adding more information regarding financial decisions, and just to minimize our members' loss with this information. Going down to risk management, this channel is here to gain knowledge and understand correlations between risk and return, and how to manage these risks effectively. So, if our members use this channel properly, they will be able to maximize, their return and their risk. We will have as well news being tweeted, being grabbed directly from Twitter, and just to keep us informed on a 24/7 basis. So, you can view this channel, but, you don't want to miss out on some important news, throughout the day that could, potentially help you out, making a decision of, which stock to purchase, or which trade option to purchase. Moving forward, we have a support channel where here you could, create a ticket, and you will get a one-on-one support from our admins, and we love to improve and enhance our community one by one, by our one-on-one support, whether it's individual goals or even questions regarding your Discord experience. So please feel free to create a ticket, and a admin will contact you as soon as possible, because Rinse and Repeat values your integrity and transparency. And we're trying to build a community that is focused on one another, and the only way we'll be able to bring this community to a fruitful stage is by having this type of support system. If you have any questions regarding um, you know any situation regarding the server settings, if you're having issues like seeing a channel, just reach out, give us a question, and someone will get back to you. We also have a feedback channel. We would like to improve and enhance our community by using our feedback. Whether it's for our individual channels or chat or our resource banks. We're trying to get the feedback and provide solutions from those feedbacks to our value members. So feel free to give us a feedback. Any feedback is not uneducated. So don't shy yourself away from this um, category. So this is the underlying structure for rinse and repeat. So if you ask me, new user coming into Discord, it's so much, so overwhelming. How do I understand this? All right. So for new users to Discord, just understand that there's categories, and then within those categories, there are specific channels for specific topics. So please be sure to read the topic description so that way information is not being crossed, and it's not just a big forum. We're trying to be um, very individual with these topic at hand. Right. So for new user, what I would do, I would read the about me. Understand what rinse and repeat is about. Read the disclaimer, so that way you understand, you know, rinse and repeat values. Read the rules, so that way you won't have to get banned. And try to avoid restrictions time. Um, on a day-to-day, check the announcements. It could be upgrades that are currently happening overnight. So be on the lookout for that. Um, from after that, I would look into the newsletter, see what's going on with the stocks, see what's going on with the type of investment that you're into. It could be either the credit repairing, the forex trading, or the reselling. So be on the lookout to these newsletters to enhance our, members' investment portfolios. Afterwards, I will jump into the trade chat if this particular for trading option. And I start engaging with my members, talking about, hey, listen, this today is going, it's going good, it's going bad, like how can I improve, my trading strategy? Like, can I see if anybody has a suggestion regarding an exit strategy or entry level or entry, buy entry. And if you want to talk about what's going on this current time, just feel free to vent in the off topic. You can talk about anything you want. It doesn't have a uh, a description. This off topic is for particularly anything, right? So moving forward, you definitely want to check out the trade signals alerts and watch this on a daily. You don't want to miss out on free information that's being provided. This information is coming from a resource, a very resourceful client that I'm closely working with, and obviously these trade alerts and signals are coming from Rinse and Repeat. So be sure to watch these on a day to day, so that way you don't miss out on great opportunities. And that's pretty much it. When it's coming to the structure and the model of Rinse and Repeat server. So it's very critical that people are placing information in the correct place. It's very critical that you filter the information that you're getting from our valued members, and break it down to get a value opinion that you could make, so that way you could understand why certain things are happening within that particular stock that's on the conversation. So it's very similar to one hand washing another, and the purpose for the server is to bring people together, so that we could fruitfully increase our profit margin in all of our investment portfolios. So right now, this is a marketable advice for you guys to look into. There's a lot of lucrative investments right now that you could jump into, and Rinse and Repeat is here to help you out for that. So if you're a new user to Rinse and Repeat, welcome to the community, welcome to the family. Our purpose is to help you out in your investment journey, and doing so, we're trying to build a valued family that could come together and help one another to make these great educated decisions. So in conclusion, I just would like to thank you guys for joining and listening to me, and I'm hoping that you guys use the server to the most extent, and I'm looking forward to engaging with you guys in in our rinse and repeat server. All right, guys, be blessed, and I'm looking forward to you guys rinsing and repeating. All right, guys, peace out, my rinse and repeaters.